The league has lost, as we've talked about, $40 million even this year.
Chaos unfolds as the WNBA suffers a massive $40 million loss during the playoffs following Caitlin Clark's debut season. Honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled to see this downfall. The league reached new heights and was raking in billions thanks to Clark's entry into the scene. But the moment she was knocked out of the playoffs, it all came crashing down, sending the WNBA into a financial nosedive. In truth, this kind of loss feels completely justified. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
What entitled players in the WNBA just can't seem to understand is, you get what you put in, and right now, you are getting exactly what you deserve. All season, you have complained about Caitlin Clark.
I mean, Caitlin practically carries the whole league, packing stadiums, selling jerseys like crazy. And what does she get in return? Accusations rooted in race and a paycheck that probably doesn't even cover a few months' worth of coffee. The WNBA had a golden opportunity with her, and they chose to treat it with blatant disrespect. And if you're wondering just how bad this financial hit really is, don't worry, I've got all the numbers lined up for you.
We have thoroughly covered that they've lost $50 million, a season, or they were expected to lose $50 million as a league this year. Reports are it's 40 million, not 50. That they're.
The moment Caitlin Clark packed her bags and said goodbye, the WNBA instantly dropped a staggering $40 million. Yep, millions gone overnight. Let that sink in. All because of one player. And the ratings? They plummeted like a rock, over a 50% drop. Anyone who thought the WNBA was finally on the rise just got a brutal wake-up call. Because Caitlin Clark wasn't just another athlete, she was the engine keeping the whole league from crashing.
All that negativity, it has come back to haunt you, as ticket prices for the WNBA playoffs are damn near being given away for free.
And the arenas? Total ghost towns. During Caitlin Clark's rookie season, stadiums were packed like she was headlining a Beyoncé tour. So where did all that energy and money go? Gone. Once she was out, attendance plummeted by 50%. It's wild when you realize that just a year earlier, fans were pouring in and breaking records. Caitlin's team, the Fever, drew an insane crowd of 34,715 during her first season, crushing a record that had stood untouched since 2001. But the moment she was out of the picture, the hype vanished faster than a donut at a police convention.
The 6th seed, and in front of the 16th sellout this year. Here's a look at the total attendance, and the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history. Clarkonomics, my friend, Clarkonomics.
And the merch? During Caitlin Clark's rookie year, everyone was rocking her jersey. They were flying off the shelves. WNBA merchandise sales skyrocketed by a massive 61%. That's not just a boost, that's a full-blown explosion. But the moment Caitlin announced she was heading to Europe, those numbers crashed. Sales tanked, retailers and sponsors were left scrambling, trying to make sense of it all. It wasn't just the loss of a player. The WNBA lost their golden goose. The arenas emptied out, and the fans vanished.
To an audience of 929,000, ESPN announced, which is 50% less than the Fever's Game 1 against the Sun.
But the truth is, Caitlin wasn't just scoring points, she was generating serious revenue. She single-handedly transformed the WNBA into a money-making machine. Packed arenas, record-breaking TV ratings, jerseys flying off shelves. It was all because of her. Suddenly, people who had never even watched a WNBA game were tuning in religiously, and it was all driven by Caitlin's massive influence. Her social media presence? Off the charts, nearly 2 billion views, a fourfold jump from the year before. She made women's basketball must-see TV, turning every game she played into a Super Bowl-level event.
A little bit of Angel Reese when she played Caitlin Clark, but everybody else playing in 4,000, 5,000 seat arenas until Caitlin Clark came in. Yeah, viewership was up. Yes, they signed a new TV deal, which is going to pump $2 billion into the league, but they're still projected to lose money.
And the money? It was pouring in. The WNBA brought in a staggering $2 billion after Caitlin Clark joined the league. For the first time in what felt like forever, the league was finally seeing real profits, millions flowing in from ticket sales, sponsorships, and broadcast deals. They even surpassed 2.3 million total fans. Caitlin didn't just play basketball. She revolutionized it. She turned the WNBA into a financial powerhouse, reaching heights the league hadn't even imagined since its inception.
Clark drew a WNBA record 1.84 million viewers to her first playoff game against the Connecticut Sun on September 22nd. While competing with an NFL Sunday, she followed it up with another record audience of 2.54 million viewers.
Now here's the kicker. You'd think the WNBA would have treated Caitlin like the superstar she clearly was, right? Wrong. Instead of recognizing her as the future of the league, they downplayed her like she was just any other player. Meanwhile, critics and rivals were busy hurling baseless accusations of racism, and the league? They stayed silent. No defense, no real acknowledgement of her true worth. And worst of all, they paid her a fraction of what she actually deserved. So is it really surprising she looked over at Europe and said, "Yeah, I'll take the real money"? Over there, they knew her value, and they didn't come with empty promises.
All season, you have complained about Caitlin Clark. All season, you have allowed your jealousy, your bitterness to cloud your judgment. All season, you have allowed your emotions to take over, which got in the way of what could have been an unbelievable year that set the foundation for the future of the WNBA.
They had a rising superstar on their hands, but instead of embracing her success, the WNBA got tangled in drama and distractions. Rather than giving Caitlin the recognition she earned, the league spent its time dodging rumors and dealing with accusations of racism, most of which were fueled by players like Angel Reese and Alyssa Thomas. Angel, who's known for stirring the pot, even went after Clark's fans, accusing them of racial disrespect. Meanwhile, the league failed to focus on what really mattered, celebrating the player who was transforming the game.
I can never remember any male athlete ever entering into a new league and being treated like this. To me, what's interesting about what's going on right now is none of her teammates are standing up for her, because I don't think they like her either, because they don't like the fact that she's white and straight. She's actually the minority here, and she's being treated unfairly based on that.
Talk about making a mess where none was needed. Instead of capitalizing on Caitlin's incredible talent, the league let the entire season spiral into a political circus that the media just couldn't get enough of. All the attention shifted from Caitlin's record-breaking, arena-filling performances to some bizarre off-court drama. It was like everyone forgot she was setting new records and lighting up arenas because they were too caught up in distractions that never should have been part of the story to begin with.
She said, "It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these teams, people are having to move their venues when she comes to play, and she's getting paid like $75,000 a year. She should be one of the top paid players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing."
And if that wasn't enough of a slap in the face, Caitlin wasn't even paid what she deserved. It's crazy. Here's a player responsible for a 48% increase in attendance, nearly 10,000 fans per game, yet she's getting paid peanuts. Her games were sold out, and merch with her name on it flew off the shelves, boosting sales by 61% from the previous year. You'd expect the league to be throwing money at her, but instead, they were busy cashing in on her popularity while forgetting to pay her fairly. So, being the smart player she is, Caitlin said, "I'm out," and took her talents to Europe. WNBA fans were stunned, but honestly, can you blame her? She was delivering record-breaking numbers, yet the league treated her like just another player. In interviews, she even revealed players were being physical with her, and the league didn't call fouls. She felt out of place in a league she was literally carrying on her back.
Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all too little too late?
The financial fallout was so severe that the WNBA had no choice but to pull out all the stops to try to win Caitlin back. And by big guns, I mean WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, who basically had to get on her knees in a dramatic "we really messed up" moment. She personally apologized to Caitlin. Yeah, it was that serious. It wasn't just a simple "we undervalued you a bit." No, she fully admitted they completely underestimated not only Caitlin's on-court impact but also her massive influence on the league's finances.
Sources say that it's a 6-year deal that could be worth more than $100 million.
But wait, there's more. Engelbert wasn't finished pulling out her bag of tricks. She also announced that starting in 2025, the regular season would increase from 40 to 44 games, plus the addition of a 13th team, the Golden State Valkyries. New team, extra games, all trying to paint a picture that the league is still thriving. But without Caitlin Clark, It all felt like superficial fixes on a crumbling structure. Sure, more games and teams sound exciting, but the harsh reality was staring them right in the face. Without Clark, the WNBA's push for a sustainable business model was looking more unstable by the day. And there you have it, a league desperately trying to patch up a sinking ship. Unless they bring Caitlin Clark back, it's going to be a bumpy road ahead.
We have some breaking news that I want to bring to the table. Commissioner Kathy Engelberg, Commissioner of the WNBA, just announced that starting in 2025, the WNBA Finals format will change to a best-of-7 series.
Yes.
And the format will be 2-2-1-1-1. In addition to that, the first round, which is already a best-of-3, will change its format to 1-1-1.
Yes.